Hi everybody, how's it going? I just wanted to do a review on my CVA Cascade. I got a 308 chambered. I wanted to get a 7mm, but I was trying to keep a price budget around $700. I didn't really want to go over that. This is accuracy MOA guaranteed. I have not owned one of these yet. I've heard a lot of good things about these rifles, so I wanted to try them out. I know CVA makes some really good muzzleloaders. I've had a couple over the years, but I do have a Traditions Nitro Fire. It's hands down the best by far muzzleloader I've ever had shot. With the fire stick, it's really, really nice. But anyhow, back to this. I paid $717 before tax. After tax, $760.02. It does come with the scope. Now, granted, I bought this at Walmart. I'm not sure about your local Walmarts or your local gun shops, but from what I've seen, you're looking anywhere around at least $700 just for the gun itself. And some, everywhere you go is different. You'll pay an average of, from what I've seen, anywhere from $690 to about $730, $740 for this gun, just itself. So for $760, that's not too bad to have included with the scope. Comes with all your paperwork and instructions here. Piece for the scope, cloth to clean the scope, your bolt, a little tool for your scopes, and I think this is for your to be able to adjust your trigger. And then of course you got your guide, instructions, manuals, all that good stuff. I never really got into breaking in a barrel on any of my rifles. So when I went through the owner's manual on this, I did hear somebody talk about a barrel break-in. I was like, what's that? They're like, oh yeah, you got to break the barrel in. I was like, oh, that's news to me. Never heard that. So I did some reading here in the owner's manual, and you go to number 10, barrel break-in procedure. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Anyhow, for the first 5 shots, clean the rifle after each shot and after the barrel cools. For the next 50 shots, clean the rifle after each 10 shots, allowing the barrel to cool between shots. For the life of the barrel, clean carefully after each range or hunting trip, which any hunter will know that. But I did not know about the barrel break-in procedure. So I was trying to do some research on this particular rifle from CVA and about the break-in on the barrel, and there's not much on it. Nobody really had a straight answer. One guy said about shoot it once, clean it, shoot it twice, then clean it, shoot it 3 times, clean it, all the way up to 10 times. But that wasn't, that's what he just went off of. So that's not an actual legitimate answer. So I wanted something legitimate answer, and of course you go right to your owner's manual and it tells you in there how to do it. So I just wanted to talk about that, and if anybody else is interested in buying a CVA, wants to do some research, I hope this video helps you with that if that's one of your questions. But this is a really nice rifle. It's a lot heavier than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be lighter, but I do like how the stock feels, the texture of it. That's really nice. And the trigger, I already had the bolt in it and caulked it and everything, which the bolt was really nice. It didn't get jammed or anything, but I did have a little bit of an issue with turning the safety on and off. At first, I could not get it and I had to mess with it, and I finally got it. So I don't know what that's all about. But this gun was the display model at Walmart. This was the last one, and they sold me the display model. So I don't know if it had something to do with it from people, which Walmart didn't have the bolt in it, so I'm not really sure. I'm going to get that looked at because I'm real particular on my rifles. But anyhow, the trigger was really, really nice. It was, I mean, you barely touched it. It might have been 2 to 3 pound, which is, you know, where I like to have them. Not to where they barely touch them, they go off, but just enough where you just squeeze the trigger and it goes off. But it does come with a threaded end on it, which is really nice if you would want to do a suppressor, which I'm not real big on suppressors for my deer hunting rifles, but I would definitely like to do a muzzle brake on the end of this. I think that would add a nice little touch. But this is the 308 Winchester. I've never had a 308. I've always had a 7mm or a 270 or a 7mm Ultra Mag. I never had a 308, and I've always wanted a 308. I heard it's a really good caliber to have, and they shoot out pretty far. I've seen videos of guys shooting them out to 1,000 yards, but I didn't buy this gun to shoot long range. I bought this gun just to have, just to build a cheap, not a cheap, but a fairly budget rifle. One that's nice, it's not cheap, and I wanted to keep my price range around $700, and I was able to do that with a scope. Now, granted, the scope on this is I'm pretty sure you call it a Conus Pro. I don't know anything about them. Never really heard of them. I'm probably not going to use the scope. I'm already going to take it off and put either a Vortex on it or a good Bushnell. I know Bushnell, they're very reliable. I've used them a lot, especially on my muzzleloaders and my slug guns and stuff like that. Never really had an issue with Bushnell. Last year, I bought a couple Vortexes, Copperhead. One was a Copperhead, and I think the other one was maybe a Diamondback, and they were both really, I wasn't very happy with them, let's put it that way. It was very poor. I had a hard time getting the scopes to sight in. I actually took them back twice of each one, and they kept saying, well, here, try this one here. And finally I just said, look, just give me my money back. I'm not going to waste my time or money no more with it. But I don't know if it was just a generic brand, knockoff brand that Dunham's had. So I was going to look into getting another Vortex scope possibly for this. I did find a guy on eBay that does the bronze coloring to match the barrels, and he also has the scope rings, and he has a variety of brand of scopes that he, like, I guess you could say, hydro dip. So I'm gonna get hooked up with him and see about maybe getting a Bushnell or a Burris or a Sig Saucer, or maybe even a Leopold if I can get one decent enough for the price. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this rifle underneath about $1,300 if by all possible. But all in all, it's a really nice gun. I gotta look up for ammo wise what I'm going to shoot out of it. I heard a lot of good things and about ammo. I heard about the Barnes TSX. I heard that they shoot fairly well out of the CVA Cascade, and I also heard that I want to say Horning. I want to say 150 grain shoots fairly decent out of them, ballistic tip. So, but also heard that the Hunter Precision of Hornady does not shoot very well, and the Remington Aki tips do not shoot very well out of these. Which I also do know for a fact about the Remington Aki tips, because last year I had a 270, and it was a Remington. And I shot the Remington Aki tips out of it, and I could not get it to group very good. They were all over a 2-inch group at 100 yards. So I wasn't very happy with that ammo, and I definitely don't think I'm going to go that route. From some of the videos I have seen on YouTube of this rifle of people shooting, they did a couple different ammunitions, and from what I've seen, Federal was really, really good. So that's probably what I'm going to go with. Thanks for watching. I just want to do a quick little review over this. I will keep everybody further up to date when I get the new scope. I'll do a video of me putting the scope on and sighting in this 308 rifle. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps you out.